How's it going, everybody? It's Benq here. So I wanted to make this video. It's going to be a little bit different. I just kind of wanted to talk about something that was really on my mind here. As we know, Counter-Strike 2 is going to be releasing later this summer. And honestly, right now, I am extraordinarily excited about this game and how they're finally updating it to kind of bring that standard of 2023. It feels like a game that's supposed to be releasing in 2023. You know what I mean? However, there was just something on my mind that I couldn't stress off, you know? Why Counter-Strike always has this consistency when it comes to their games. They have this core gameplay that they don't want to touch, right? Whereas you look at other games out there, so say Call of Duty or even Fortnite in some areas, they always seem to be changing things to kind of appeal to the player base, right? But once you change that core gameplay of what that game is meant to be, people don't even know what it is anymore, right? I mean, let's face it here. Here's Counter-Strike 2 right now, the limited test, right? So everything about the game is relatively the same. Valve has kept the core gameplay in it, but they have a couple new mechanics that completely changes it in a way, but still keeps that core mechanic, right? So obviously we got the new smokes, we got the better lighting, we have a whole bunch of leveling up the world, things like that, right? Cleaner, brighter, better. Like it just makes CS just look 10 times better, right? And I think the craziest part about that is we knew that eventually they were going to update Counter-Strike. They were going to create some new Counter-Strike, but they just kind of dropped this out of nowhere and like, hey, by the way, all this, we're pretty much finished this, right? And you just look at this and it's like, wow, dude. Like, look at all this. Got Nuke right here. Like, it's absolutely incredible. The lighting, just 10 times better. The reflections. I'm just going to say right now, those that are using a laptop to try to run CS to begin with, good luck trying to run it now, because I highly doubt you're going to be able to after this. I'm actually kind of thinking, like, is my computer going to struggle with trying to run this game at 144, FPS? I don't even know. But hopefully it still wants to run here. But that's besides the point. Actually, I just noticed this now. You can actually bring your entire CSGO inventory with you to Counter-Strike 2. I didn't know that. I had this really funny feeling that it was going to be a brand new game where you had to re-get your skins or rebuy your skins or rebuy cases to get new skins, things like that. But no, you can bring them. You can bring them all over to CS2. So that's good to know. That's good to know. But now we're going to try to move on to games like Call of Duty and see where they're at compared to games like CSGO. So we're on the official Call of Duty Twitter page, and I'm looking at all of this and everything. It looks like we got a new map that's going to be coming out, or maybe it is already out. I don't know. I don't really play Call of Duty. They have a couple new character skins, weapon skins, things like that, right? But if we think about it for a second, it's nothing really new, right? You got the same things. You got the battle royale, you got the mini royale, stuff like that. We've had that in the first Modern Warfare with the first Warzone. It's nothing really new. I feel like at this point with Call of Duty, they don't really have much else to offer, right? Maybe better graphics, maybe a different storyline in the campaign, but I mean, let's face it here, most people play the multiplayer to begin with, so there's nothing really new to offer in the Call of Duty space. I start to think why people call this game like trash games. Like every single time they pump out a new Call of Duty, most people consider it to be more trash, right? And I think the reason for that is because Call of Duty isn't a game where they keep their core mechanic. It is a company that pumps out different kinds of mechanics every single year. In this case, for Modern Warfare 2, it's every 2 years, I guess, or what, every 3 years now? I'm not even sure. But at the end of the day, I think we can all agree that Call of Duty doesn't keep its core mechanics, whereas Counter-Strike they keep that core mechanic and they change little bits here, little bits there, but they keep the same mechanics regardless of what people really want. And honestly, I think CS:GO and Counter-Strike, they have a very strong community. I'm part of that community. I really enjoy Counter-Strike. I enjoy Valorant. I enjoy survival games, things like that. And I think Counter-Strike knows to keep that core mechanic because guess what? That's what the community enjoys. And I know that Counter-Strike has dabbled a little bit here, a little bit there. I know they've done battle royales before, and it's still something that's available. They have Wingman, things like that, but it doesn't take away from its core mechanic. It just kind of adds upon it. Now let's take a look at Fortnite, for example. All right, so they just dropped their new Creative 2.0, which I was looking at this and I was taking a good long look at this, and it's incredible. It shows to me, or it tells me, that Fortnite is so much more than just a battle royale, right? I used to play a lot of Fortnite back in the day, back in 2017, 2018, 2019. That was one of my main games to play. I kind of stopped playing it because, again, they started changing their core mechanics, it felt like. I mean, they had a no building mode, they had a whole bunch of new updates that kind of, it changed the way Fortnite is played, right? Regardless of that, when they released Creative 2.0, it breathes, I feel like it just breathes new life into Fortnite. And honestly, after seeing all this, I might even try getting into it, see what it's all about. Don't get me wrong, I think the no build mode was actually a really cool and fun build mode, or mode itself. I don't really play Fortnite anymore. Again, I play Counter-Strike, I play Valorant, I play survival games, things like that. But it still brings into light the creativity that still is being sprung out of Fortnite, right? And I think a lot of people appreciate that. Whereas if you're comparing even Fortnite to Call of Duty, there's nothing really new going on for Call of Duty. I feel like they're way behind compared to games like Fortnite and Counter-Strike at this point. Because I mean, let's face it here, Counter-Strike's new game, how they're implementing everything, they're letting it live on for another 10 to 15 years before they have to update it again. So they don't really, Counter-Strike doesn't need to worry about anything because guess what? Their core community is going to stick around because that core mechanic is still in play. You tell me what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more content like this. I'm sorry that this is a bit of a different type of video of compared to what I'm used to making, but I don't know, it was just something that I couldn't get off my mind and just something that I really wanted to talk about. I think the gaming industry is still thriving like crazy, but I feel like it's getting to a point where people are getting tired of the same repetitive garbage, right? And I think a lot of that has to do with Call of Duty in a lot of ways. But I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Balewick, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace out.